It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, folks, today we're going to discuss two press releases put out there by Konica Minolta. I'm sure you've already seen them copied and pasted on the industry's media and analyst blogs, right? You've seen these press releases. One of the press releases was regarding Konica Minolta shutting down a manufacturing facility in China. The other press release was regarding Konica Minolta on a journey to become Salesforce experts. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm reading these two press releases, I started thinking about our industry's media and analysts, and I finally figured out why our industry's media and analysts just copy and paste press releases. I finally figured it out. Because they don't know how to use the internet. That's got to be the answer. I believe our industry's media and analysts have a fax machine. You know, one of their favorite OEMs gave them a fax machine, maybe 15 years ago. And they said, hey, use this fax machine and we'll fax over our press releases, and then you take that press release and you can publish it. Well, 15 years ago, it was easy. You get it off the fax machine, and then you put it in a magazine. And they have some technical people that could help them put the magazine together. Well, times have changed. Everything's digital now. It's all online. So I'm thinking the industry's media and analysts have technical assistants, and then they just take this faxed press release, and they give it to these technical assistants, and then those people put it on the industry's media's blogs, right? I mean, that's the only thing that could be going on. Because if the industry's media and analysts actually knew how to use the internet, well, they would know there's a thing called the Google machine. And folks, I'm not even a really technology savvy guy, but I know I could go to the Google machine, I could type stuff in and get all kinds of information back. I could do research through the Google machine. And now you got the AI thing. Oh my God, you just talk to the machine, it tells you stuff. It's some basic stuff. I mean, I'm really convinced that if the industry's media and analyst doesn't figure out how to use the internet pretty quick, they're going to be obsolete. I mean, seriously. Because all the deer will have to do is just go on the machine, the AI machine, and they'll say, Konica's latest press release. It'll just give it to them. And they can get it at their convenience. They won't have to go through all these emails from all these analysts. They can just get whatever they want. I mean, that's where we're going, right? Without editorial, it's just a copied and pasted article. There's always more to the story. I'm going to share more of these two stories. I also read this news article published by Keypoint Intelligence, and this article was published a couple of months ago. And folks, I saved it. I wanted to put it in the right show, and today's that show. Keypoint Intelligence, you really make me sick. And I wanted to say that and say it out loud. You really, really make me sick. I mean, I've been poking you for a long time, and I'm hoping that, maybe you would think, maybe we need to be a little bit more focused on seeking the realities of our industry instead of focused on selling OEMs BLI awards. Maybe we really should be focused on helping the industry navigate through the turbulence it's going through. But you're not. And this article that I read regarding 9-Star was so disgusting. It's absurd. And I'm going to share the article, and I'm going to share with the whole damn industry my thinking as to how in the world you can run around the industry, Keypoint Intelligence, with a straight face and say you're unbiased. So stay tuned for that article on 9-Star. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing I want to do is show you this picture of the desert with a mirage in it. Above the picture of the desert with the mirage, it says this: like someone lost in the desert, it seems the industry is too easily distracted by the mirages. You're in the desert, it's hot, you're thirsty. You want to get out of the desert. You see the oasis ahead of you, and you head toward that oasis, and you know it's a mirage. But you head there anyway. You're lost in the desert. Or you're lost in the desert, and the leader that's trying to get you out of the desert is bringing you toward a mirage, and the leader knows it's only a mirage, but he's still bringing you towards it. Ladies and gentlemen, those friends of mine that sell supply and service print equipment, get the hell out of the desert and quit following people to mirages. Konica Minolta. It's fantastic that you shut down a plant in China. But I have to ask you a question, and I've been asking you this question for over a damn year. What happened to the relationship between Konica Minolta and 9-Star that was forged in August of 2019? It's not made up shit. It's real. There's the picture. It's all over the internet. If our industry's media and analysts could actually use the internet, they could ask you the same damn question. What happened with this relationship? Is it still in existence? Is slave labor involved in any of Konica Minolta's supply chain? I think the industry needs to know the answer to that. It's fantastic you shut down the plant in China. Have you shut down the relationship with NineStar? Keypoint Intelligence, I just got to say really, really loud, WTF. This is the most disgusting article I've ever read. I mean, folks, I get it. You know, we want to try to make everybody happy. We want to lead people to a mirage because it's so much better than telling them we're going to die in the damn desert if we don't shake shit up. But when I read this article published by Keypoint Intelligence, an article that used 787 words talking about NineStar. 787 words talking about NineStar, and nowhere in this article does it say Lexmark. Nowhere. How is it possible? Lexmark represents nearly 80% of NineStar's revenue, and we all know who the hell NineStar is, right? They're the banned PRC. The PRC, a People's Republic of China company that got banned by the Department of Homeland Security over the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act. And they tried to fight it in the court system, all the appeals and all this crap. This article's about how they didn't get their appeal. They didn't get their wish. And nowhere in the article is the word Lexmark. How is it possible? I'll tell you how it's possible. Okay, and Keypoint, you know, if I'm wrong, you could sure as hell come on my show and explain to the world why Lexmark's not in this article. But I believe it's not in the article because maybe Lexmark's a candidate for the summer pick or the winter pick or the fall pick. Ladies and gentlemen, our industry's got to hold Keypoint Intelligence accountable. You know, you're all running around, well, not y'all, but there's a group of you running around, you know, questioning what I do. And I, you know, that's fantastic for you. But maybe you should start questioning what the hell Keypoint Intelligence is doing for our industry, because I believe they're a big-ass threat. They're the largest analytical firm in our industry. They're a global player, and they run around the world, and I don't know how the hell they do this with a straight face and say they're unbiased, when they can publish an article, use 787 words regarding NineStar, and never once mention Lexmark. Ladies and gentlemen, I sure as hell am not going to read this article because I think it's propaganda for the Chinese Communist Party. The opinion, Keypoint Intelligence opinion, more propaganda for the Chinese Communist Party. Konica Minolta, Salesforce. Hey, it's great, Konica Minolta. It's great that you want to help your end users. You want to become Salesforce experts. This is all great stuff. But I got to ask you a question. So you just put out the press release regarding your journey toward expertise in Salesforce. How long till Konica Minolta shares a press release regarding the success of this expanded Salesforce relationship? When are you going to have the press release? Can we put a time limit on it? Can we say, Konica, by the first part of next quarter, we want to know where you're at with Salesforce? Can you share the numbers? Can you share the reality? Or was this press release regarding Salesforce just a mirage to lead the industry away from viewing what's going on regarding China? Because if they paid attention to the China manufacturing facility closing, maybe they'd start asking questions about your relationship with NineStar again. Is it just a mirage? My friends over at Konica Minolta, you bought a whole lot of crap over the last few years. 15 years, all the stuff under all covered. I went through this so many times. By the way, I could take my big red pen and I could walk over to that crazy ERP system called Forza and put a big old X through it. How many of these other things can I put an X through? Where's the press releases on all these other things you've done? Ladies and gentlemen, there's some other things they've done over there at Konica Minolta. Charterhouse, the marketing company, we're going to change the game. We're going to sell more professional print. Whatever happened with that? How's that working out for you? Ladies and gentlemen, here's another thing Konica got into. MGI, we're going to change industrial printing. How's that working out? Where's the press release describing how that's working out? I did see a press release regarding an impairment charge. Is that how it's working out? Friends over there at Konica Minolta. Oh, yeah. The thermostat machines. How's that working out? I want to end with the same picture. I'm going to ask, when will Konica Minolta actually hold themselves accountable to their last press release? When will all these folks that love to run around and do press release after press release after press release to take you all on a journey toward a mirage, when are they going to tell you it's really a mirage? When are they going to sit you down and say, we got to rethink the journey through the desert, because if we don't, we're going to die of thirst? We can't chase mirages anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I do what I do because I truly believe our industry is being navigated by many people toward a mirage. And I want to disrupt that vision of the mirage. And I want to try to help you. I want to try to help you imagine the possibilities that our industry can provide you. I want to help you imagine those possibilities, because possibilities become probabilities and probabilities become reality quicker than ever in our ever-changing world. And everybody that watches me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.